If you strip away every single modern desire, what is actually left of us? Think about it. Take away the craving for wealth, because money doesn't even exist yet. Take away the lust for someone else's partner, because there is literally no one else around. Take away addictions, vanity, social status, and politics. When you pull back all those layers of modern chaos, you're left with just one thing: appetite, the raw, basic need to consume. In the beginning, back in Genesis, this was the only pressure point the devil had to work with. Life was so completely new that humanity hadn't had time to invent any other desires. There was nothing else to crave. And if you really look at that specific, historical simplicity, it's actually one of the most overlooked proofs that the Bible is telling the truth. If you love deep dives into the psychology behind ancient texts, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Let's break down exactly why this matters. Look at Adam's world. There was no gold to hoard for status. There were no substances to escape reality. There wasn't even a crowd of people to trigger comparison or envy. So when the devil approaches them, he doesn't offer a kingdom, an army, or political power. He couldn't. Those concepts would make absolutely zero sense to a mind that has only existed for a brief moment. Instead, the temptation goes straight for the stomach and the eyes. Eat this. The Bible says that when the woman saw the fruit was good for food, pleasing to the eye, and desirable for gaining wisdom, she took it and ate it. It's a remarkably stripped-down psychological battlefield. The weapon used against them perfectly matches the infancy of human development. It was an attack on pure appetite. So, how does this baseline simplicity actually prove the Bible is true? If Genesis were just a forged myth, written centuries later by ancient writers trying to invent a cool origin story, they naturally would have projected their own world's problems backward. Human fiction always reflects the writer's modern anxieties. A fake story would be cluttered with gods fighting over gold, territory, royal bloodlines, or complex tribal wars. Just look at Greek, Norse, or Babylonian mythology. Their creation stories are instantly messy with politics, jealousy, and war from day one. But Genesis doesn't do that. Genesis shows this incredible, almost eerie restraint. It presents human psychology exactly how it would look at a zero-point starting line. The author understood something a common fraud would miss. A brand new soul has no baggage. It only has a body, an environment, and a choice. The total minimalism of the temptation proves the story wasn't reverse-engineered by a complex, later society. It captures humanity at its literal, raw infancy. Today, we live in a world that has weaponized 10,000 artificial desires. We fight battles every day against greed, comparison, and vanity. But Genesis reminds us that at the root of it all, the game hasn't changed. The adversary didn't need a complicated strategy then, and he doesn't need one now. Every modern distraction we deal with is just a loud, messy evolution of that very first, simple test. Will we control our appetites, or will our appetites control us? The ancient text holds up because it diagnosed our exact baseline vulnerability before we ever built a world designed to exploit it. If this perspective gave you something to think about today, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.